welcome to another episode. Gas Network presents Sports for the Culture.
I'm here with the family.
Price, XXV, Double I,
Rome,
D-Melo,
Gruff Lion.
T-Buggy, man.
To the greatest sports show on the planet, La Familia. Hope y'all ready for a ride.
Can't wait to hear what you guys got to say.
What up, everybody tuning in? It's Gas presents Sports for the Culture. I am Scruff, aka Dick, the Realtor DMV. I said Nick. No, don't go crazy with me. This got a little cold. Let me go ahead and introduce the fellas. Top right, introduce yourself.
Yes, sir. You know who it is. Your boy Young Rome 22 on all socials as always, man. You know, feeling good after that crazy Monday night game with your boy Jaden Daniels. We'll get into that for sure tonight. I got a lot to say, so let's get it.
Yeah, crazy night last night for the Commanders. They was feeling real good on here. On the Hail to the Culture podcast. Shout out to Hail to the Culture podcast. You feel me? All y'all Commanders heads, you know. Center introduce yourself.
It's your boy, and this time I could come to the show. I said week 9. Those motherfuckers gave me week 3 to get a dub. Now I'm not a part of the defeated squad. And then Judge hits for 56 tonight. I mean, the Yankees lost, but hey, man, he's going into the playoffs hot. And you can't ask for too much, man. It's good to be in New York again. It's good to be back. And Rutgers is doing pretty good so far. So I ain't mad.
Yeah, they're doing pretty good so far. They haven't played anybody good, but they are doing pretty good.
That's all that matters, man. Fuck that.
That's the point in the season where, you know, everything is good. Like, yeah, Rutgers is 5-0, and then they were like, oh yeah, who they played so far? Howard, Eastern Alabama, ANU, some bullshit. All right, anyway.
Well, they got Washington. They got Washington on Friday night. So if you guys are watching,
that's an actual football team. So yeah, let's see how they do against.
Since I can't bet on Rutgers, since I live in Jersey, I'll go with the over on that game though.
Yeah, I feel you on that one. We'll see, man. We'll see. You really don't know what you got until you know Big Ten play starts. So that's a good start. You know, Washington's in the Big Ten now. But anyway, let's get into it, man. Let's start off, man. NFL weekend, man. You know, we're just gonna start at the top, and then we're gonna work our way down. All right. First, the NFL's unbeatens. We got a couple teams here still unbeaten. 5 teams still remaining unbeaten, and here are the order. 1, Kansas City Chiefs. Obviously, returning champions, doing pretty well. Although, you know, playing a little different than usual. Buffalo Bills. All right. Not going to say anything there because, you know, I already told you guys that they were going to be good. The Vikings, another one. Rome came on here and told y'all that they weren't going to be good. Pittsburgh Steelers. I think we kind of all thought they had a pretty weak early schedule. But 3-0 is impressive considering we didn't know who the quarterback was going to be. And the Seattle Seahawks, I'm pretty sure on this one, no one thought they were going to be good. I think we thought they had a pretty good team, but I don't think anyone had them actually winning the division, if I remember correctly. And I came on here. I did have the right sentiment. And I said that I don't think that the 49ers are going to win the division, but I just had the wrong team. It's maybe the Seahawks are the team that's going to beat them. The Rams just aren't there. Anyway, these are the 5 remaining unbeaten teams. Fellas, who out of these, who's the most surprising team on this list? And to you guys, which one of these teams is the most likely to make a run? Or I can say, yeah, however you want to answer that question. Rome, start with you.
The most surprising to me is definitely the Vikings. I didn't think Sam Darnold would click this soon or this well with that team. Everything is gelled very well. So what they're doing in Minnesota is very impressive. So that's the most surprising one. The team that I think that has the best chance to actually go on a run, though, out of these undefeated teams, believe it or not, is the Steelers. I think they have a fairly favorable schedule. Um, Justin Fields is playing his best football. This is his fourth year in, and this is his best football. That last game might have been one of his best games of his whole career. And if he continues to progress the way that he's progressing this season, the sky's the limit for the Steelers. They may have found their QB of the future in Justin Fields. And worst case scenario, if he starts to struggle a little bit, you already have a proven vet in Russell Wilson to keep the ship going. So I think the Steelers have the best chance of going on an actual run.
Okay. And did you say they were also the most surprising?
No, Vikings. Vikings
No,
definitely
Vikings.
most surprising.
Got it. All right. G, man, same question.
Man, I guess we're all gonna agree that the Vikings is the most surprising. But if I'm not picking them, I'm gonna say it would have been the Steelers. I know we all projected them gonna have like an easy 9-game start, but I never thought Justin Field would have been such a good game manager in his first 3 starts. Not really that many turnovers, if that. I don't think he threw an interception yet, right? So he's been managing the game great. The Steelers defense, you can never misspeak about them because just let alone that defense has been elite since forever. And who's gonna really make a run? This is what I'm gonna just say. The Chiefs, man. I still think that's a team like they win in multiple ways. They're showing us right now they don't need Travis Kelce to win these games. Last year they were winning because of Travis Kelce and Pacheco. Now they're gonna go on a run where they're gonna just use the receivers. They're missing Pacheco. The rumor is Pacheco might not even come back into December now. And look at Travis Kelce. I don't think Travis Kelce has more than total yards. I think he's like at 75, if that.
Right.
I think he's less than 70 yards, right? Receiving in total. So they're not even really using Travis Kelce. Rice is explosive. He's like elevating himself in the talks of being a receiver 1 now. For me, it's still the Chiefs, man. They're finding ways to win. They're gonna be calling themselves soon the Cardiac Chiefs, man. Just the way how they win.
The reason I can't pick the Chiefs is Pat Mahomes, and he even admitted to this. He's playing some of his worst football. I think that's why Scruff alluded to it earlier. That they're winning, and I mean it is that's honestly ridiculous that he's playing bad football and they're still 3-0 somehow. But by his standard, he's playing very much below the bar. So unless he can start to turn it around in some way, then I don't see them going on a run. And the problem with that is that they're defending champs. Everybody's going to give them their best shot. Everybody's trying to get one on Pat Mahomes and the Chiefs. So they also got to find a way to get Travis Kelce more involved. He's been MIA.
Yeah, I'm actually I'm concerned for the Chiefs. I'm gonna throw a caveat in this question. I'm gonna answer it before I give it to y'all, but I'll say also third question is which one of these teams do y'all think is most likely to not make a run? I mean, feel me? And I believe that is the Kansas City Chiefs. Honestly, I feel like I'm a little concerned about them. I was watching them play against the Falcons, who I watched very closely this far this season, and I found them to be a decent team. I found that the offense was missing a certain element without Pacheco, and I'm wondering how much that hurts the Chiefs. I also feel like Travis Kelce and Patrick Mahomes are not on the same page. They're not on the same book. They're not on the same book rack. You feel me? They're just not. So I'm a little concerned for the Chiefs, to be honest. I was not surprised by the Bills, as I mentioned. I do foresee them doing very well this season. I see that Josh Allen looks better than Patrick Mahomes. And he's playing very well, just the way I said he would. He doesn't need a lead receiver. He can just divvy the ball up and he go and run the football and get you that first down. He's talented as hell, man. MVP odds at plus 200. You should have took him earlier in the season, man. When your boy told you, I should have took him my damn self. Vikings pretty good, yes. I don't know how good. We'll see. but I do think they'll be in the contention for the NFC North, right? Steelers, I'm very impressed with the Steelers, and I do think that they are going to find a way in the playoffs. I think that's a certainty at this point. So I think the safest team to make the playoffs out of all these teams. I mean, yeah, I do think Kansas City will make the playoffs. I don't know about they're going to make a run, but Steelers are making the playoffs, man. That's a lock. And Seahawks, man, just a very opportunistic opportunity there. But which one of these teams do y'all think is the least likely to make a run? G, I'm sorry with you.
I'm gonna say Seattle, man. They are having a cupcake schedule right now. They played against a rookie and the Broncos. Then they have the Patriots with no offensive line.
Yeah, that's
that whatever they got going on over there. And now they hit the Dolphins without Tua. Now they're about to finally face real competition in the Lions. Let's see how they do against the Lions this Monday night. And if they're able to like keep that game close, then my opinion will change. But for right now, I think they're the pretenders in this whole 3-0 run that they got going on.
Yeah, I feel that, G. I mean, it's definitely a cupcake schedule. Rome, are you going to take the low-hanging fruit, or are you going to say the Vikings?
Yeah, I'm definitely going to say the Vikings because it's pretty clear. I mean, you got to look at the NFC North. Once the Packers get Jordan Love back, which they've honestly been staying afloat with Malik Willis, that's something to be said about Malik Willis getting traded and then beating the team that traded him a few weeks later. Once they get Jordan Love back, though, the Packers are going to be right there in contention. You got the Lions, who are definitely going to be in contention. They're potential Super Bowl contenders. And the Bears got a strong defense, so they'll be a tough out regardless. So I think that division alone puts the Vikings fighting for maybe the seventh seed in like a wild card type situation. So I got to say the Vikings. I don't foresee them holding on to this fire that they've caught early on in the season. But they have impressed me. Obviously, I picked them last week or a few weeks ago to not be very good at all, and they've definitely been better than I thought. But I don't foresee this being sustainable.
I feel that, man. Man, you got me thinking, man. When you started talking about Malik Willis, man, it got me thinking. It really got me thinking. And then I think got me thinking about Sam Darnold. It got me thinking about a lot of things. So let's get into our next topic. It's gonna be early overreactions, and I didn't have one before that, but I got one now, man. And it's like a proclamation, man. Organizations matter. That's everything. Organizations matter. You know why? Because Malik Willis was some shit on Tennessee. Let's be honest. And he played damn well on the Packers. One thing we know about Packers, they know how to cultivate talent, man. You feel me? If you plant your seeds in some shitty ass soil, you're not gonna grow. But if you plant the seeds and the soil is abundant, man, you can dig your roots down, get some water in there, you can grow, man. You can grow there. Another good example. Caleb Williams, and we're going to talk about the quarterbacks, so don't get too deep into that. But Caleb Williams is struggling in Chicago. Justin Fields was struggling in Chicago. Maybe that's just a struggle-ass city, with all due respect. Now he's going to the Steelers and whatnot. Look at him. Now he's good. He's out of his toxic relationship. He's not even doing too much. You feel me? He's in a situation now where it's like less is more, because the Bears had him doing too much, and now he's like, oh no, we playing control football. He could throw for one touchdown and win the game. Before the Bears, he had to throw 4 touchdowns, and he's still losing the games. So how that makes sense? And then who else? There's somebody else I'm missing. Wasn't there another quarterback that balled out that played for a different organization? Huh.
No, I mean there's honestly a few. You can make this a long list, to be honest. But
yeah, the Titans still tightening. You feel me? Will Levis is not a joke, but he's having a rough time, man.
What you mean? The man's talking about eating mayo with fucking coffee. The man's a fucking joke.
Yeah.
I mean, really, almost any quarterback in the last few years that left the Panthers fits this description.
Yeah.
You got Sam Darnold just left them. Baker just left them.
Oh yeah, Sam Darnold. That's another one. Sam Darnold was a guy who was seeing ghosts in New York. You feel me? And he played like shit in Carolina. We'll just join the list of players that played like shit in Carolina. And Baker Mayfield's another one too. But yeah, organizations matter. That's my overreaction. But I don't think it's overreaction at all. But bro, man,
Yeah,
what's
that's not.
your early overreaction?
I'm eating good tonight, fellas, because I'm taking all the low-hanging fruit. My early overreaction is that Jaden Daniels is the best QB in the NFC East, and I feel very confident in saying that. Through three games, Jaden Daniels has been the best quarterback in the NFC East so far this season. I mean, Jalen Hurts has played decent. He could play better. He's had a few turnovers. That's his blemish right now. Dak Prescott, I don't know what's going on there. I mean, like, they're hot and cold. They got to get it together. And then, I mean, Daniel Jones, like, come on now. So I feel very confident in my Commanders, my QB. We finally got a real QB in DC with Jaden Daniels, and that's my overreaction for this week. Is that Jaden Daniels is the best QB in the NFC East, and I don't think it's that much of an overreaction. I'm sure y'all will tell me otherwise.
It's a little bit of reach, but I feel you. You're feeling good. G, what's your biggest overreaction?
I'm not gonna
G,
say
before you go, you can admit I'm right. You can admit I'm right.
You right about what?
I'm right. Jaden Daniels is the best QB in NFC East. Go ahead.
Do I look like your twin with another Stephen A. hairline here?
You-
No, I'm not about to sit here and agree with you. I don't smoke crack.
You know damn well he's better than Dak right
Playing
now.
right after last night, yes.
So are you going to tell me that you're going to take Jalen Hurts over what you saw last night?
And we're talking about right now. Right now.
I'm just saying through 3 weeks. That's all we got.
And between him, I'm taking Jalen Hurts.
Thank you. I mean, yeah, you should, as you should, bro. It's a little bit of a. That's
But then again,
certainly an overreaction.
I'm not allowed to talk about what I really want to talk about right now because that's for another subject. But right now, just because of what Jalen Hurts had, the only reason why I'm picking Jalen Hurts if I were to have what he has in his backfield and his receivers.
Yep, and Eagles dealing with some attrition at wide receiver. And I will add that it's not an overreaction. Maybe I'm round
But
2
hold
of
on,
the
bro.
overreaction.
I didn't overreact yet. My overreaction is that I don't think the Bengals are going to win until week 5.
Okay, I don't think that's an overreaction or not. I don't think that's an overreaction at all.
But that's 5 weeks. I don't think the Bengals win in the next 5 weeks.
Who don't they have the Panthers?
No, you bugging out because they play. You bugging out. Now you really bugging out on that one because they play the Panthers this week, right?
Yeah, and I don't think they're gonna win.
Wow.
You said the next until week 5?
They're not winning until week 6. That's what I meant to say. Because the Giants
team. Yeah, I was gonna say, don't they play y'all?
No. We're gonna spank them. We're gonna spank. That's my reaction. That the Bengals ain't winning until week 6.
I got another overreaction.
You never have
because you taking too long, man. You just finished. I
never started.
You said the Bengals. All right.
I mean, you might be onto something. If they lose to the Panthers, though, Jamar Chase might stop playing.
Look how Jamar Chase is playing. Look how Higgins is playing. Clearly, they don't have a running back. Zach Moss, he's no Joe Mixon. He's not elusive enough. He's like really down the middle back. He's not a pass catching back. So like that offense looks real stagnant. The same way the Jaguar look. I don't think the Jaguar win until week 5 neither. Matter of fact, that's what I meant to say. Week 5. Jaguars don't win until week 5. Bengals don't win until week 6. Because the
Jaguars might not. They might not win until they bench Trevor Lawrence.
Nah, bro. I think I blame the coach on this one. His offense looks so stagnant. They know that it's gonna be a pass play and a run play because they don't have a tight end. Evan Ingram's makes such a big difference in that offense, and without him, it looks so simple.
Well, you gotta remember, man. You gotta remember, man. That is Doug Peterson's offense. He was running a little stagnant. That's why he got fired in Philly. You know what I mean?
It's not moving. He's gonna get fired. I don't think he makes it past week and past into the end. I think he gets fired by November.
Yeah, man. I got another overreaction, which was like, did y'all see that play when Devontae Smith got injured in last week's game? Did y'all see
Yeah, that hit.
That was dirty as hell. That was the dirtiest play that I've seen since Ndamukong Suh stomped on the dude's neck. Like, come on, man. Like, yo, the dude already was getting tackled by like three. Dirty, bro. Dude was getting tackled by like three people. The play was already over, and this big ass motherfucker want to come down and slam the littlest guy on the field, bro. That shit was the dirtiest shit I ever seen, bro. For real.
It was very overzealous. I wouldn't say it was the dirtiest. Yeah,
it wasn't the dirtiest.
It was dirty, man. Especially when it's like that. You gonna kick a man when he down. That's like saying, like, you know what I'm saying. That's like Rome. I see you out with your family, your wife in crutches, and I'm like, nah, I'm gonna trip your son. Like, damn, bro, we already hurting over here.
Yeah, that's not even comparable, bro.
Exactly.
They're playing
now
football.
You got us out here playing with Josh Doxson as our number one receiver. Fuck, we look like the Commanders. Like, come on, dog. What is this? That shit was fucked up, bro. That's why Dallas Goedert had to go dumb on them. And Saquon
really, you need to be. All the Philly fans need to be high-fiving Giants fans because Saquon Barkley is the reason y'all won that game. Because once, like you said, once Smith went out, you had nothing at receiver, and then y'all still managed to win the game. Why is that? Saquon Barkley. So shout out to the Giants for being the reason that the Eagles are fucking winners.
And then shout out to two additions, Saquon, and shout out to my man Zach Bond. You feel me? From the Dolphins last year. My man Zach Bond. Y'all not paying attention. The light-skinned linebacker for the Eagles. That man's been all over the field, bro. I mean, it's been over the field. And I got him in fantasy football, man. He's fucking savage, dude. Fucking savage. He better than Nakobe Dean, better than Devin White, better than all them cats, man.
Yeah, I noticed he took Dean's spot. I was like, oh, Dean not even really out there like that.
Well, you know, Devin White missed the first game, and Devin White was our best linebacker. And then, you know, Bond went dumb. He went crazy in that first game, and then he just been going crazy tackling. Dude's an athlete, man, and he knows that system. He's a Fangio guy. Fangio brought him over. Fangio knows what he's doing. Also, Reed Blankenship going crazy, but I don't want to get too in the trenches with y'all. But Reed Blankenship
was surprising me, bro. I was honestly watching him, hoping I would catch him slipping, bro. But he's honestly been playing well.
Nah, he was balling out. They gave him the chains on at the end of the game and shit. And then I don't know. I don't want to get too in the trenches with you, but like Jalen Carter, that's a dirty ass player, though. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I mean, the Eagles, because I watched a lot of the Eagles Saints game, man. The defense was very impressive because the Saints have been going crazy. So what the Eagles did shouldn't be slept on at all this past week. I think that was very impressive. That was a very impressive win for real.
All right, man. Since I went for two, I'll let y'all say it. Go ahead. Y'all got any more overreactions before we move on?
The Giants gonna make it to the playoffs. I said it.
Come on now.
Yo. They're gonna make it to the playoffs in what world, bro? Like what?
Nah, I'm gonna edit your overreaction. So instead of the Giants are gonna make the playoffs, I will say that Malik Neighbors is a elite wide receiver prospect. Like,
but that's not an overreaction.
No, that's probably a light. Also, okay, how about this one then? Malik Neighbors is better than any Giants receiver that they've had in my life. That's including Odell Beckham. That includes Amani Toomer. That includes Plaxico Burress.
Yeah, I mean, I think I agree, bro. Malik Neighbors is
Hakeem Nicks. Are you kidding me? But like,
Shockey, you're crazy. No, not yet.
Nah, the Giants haven't had this level of elite receiver.
Shockey's a tight end, bro.
But that's a receiver nonetheless.
Yeah, but Neighbors is
proving my point then. You could tight end the best receiver. He's not a.
It's like this, bro. Neighbors is gonna
about Jeremy Shockey.
He's a tight end, man. I said wide receiver.
Neighbors is gonna save Daniel Jones's job. That's how good Neighbors is, bro.
No,
Neighbors
I think
is
if
gonna
anything,
keep Daniel
not that
Jones
good.
around. Watch.
no,
He's
they're
not
not.
that good, bro. They're not stupid.
Same way OBJ kept Eli around. It's about to be the same effect.
If they do that, they truly are stupid. But like, you know what?
I mean, they're
They
already
are.
stuck with the contract. They're already stuck.
This is the
So
last year.
if Jones and Neighbors have a little
This is the
success,
last year. Suck with
It's not
what?
the last year. What are you
Yes,
talking
it
about?
is.
He signed like a 4-year deal. What are you talking about? Like 2 years ago. You're in like year 2 of a 4-year
yeah, I
deal,
was gonna
bro.
say I think y'all are stuck for at least next year.
No, this is the last year.
I
That
can look
shit is
into it.
guaranteed. This is legitimately the last year with him.
All right. All right. Let's any more before we move on? Let's move on to our QB rookie report card. Rome couldn't help himself, man. He jumped already, got ahead of himself. Jaden Daniels looked good last night. Jaden Daniels has 0 turnovers. Caleb Williams has 5. Caleb Williams, what's their record? What's their record?
The Bears 1-2.
Bears 1-2. Oh yeah, they did win that game randomly.
Yeah.
Caleb Williams tells his punter he's not going to be punting much this season. The Caleb Williams punter goes on to punt 15 out of 17 possessions. That shit's hilarious to me. Yo, man, Caleb Williams, man, I gotta say, bro, he was coming in so cocky. Oh my god, so fucking cocky. This cocky motherfucker. And
Bro,
honestly,
you bandwagon. All
it's
you
kind of
guys
rewarding. It's kind of I'm enjoying the fact that he's being humbled a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. I do enjoy it. Like I don't all that slander and all this shit about all the other stuff. I'm not here for that. But I do enjoy the fact that he's being humbled a little bit, and he deserved to be humble a little bit, man. You don't be talking to your punter like that. So what's y'all rookie quarterback report card? And I think it's worth mentioning that Bo Nix got his first win last week, played darn well. It looked like he was actually starting to master the offense. And he would have been the talk of the week if Jaden Daniels didn't play so well on Monday night. So let's talk about the rookies that have played well so far at quarterback. G, I'm gonna start with you on this one.
Man, y'all already know. I said it way before he got drafted, before and after the Super Bowl. I've never been a Caleb Williams fan. I think he's a bust. He's I'm damn near right. The one guy that I'm super impressed by is the one that plays for the commies over there in DC. It's crazy, right? The guy reminds me of a slim version of Cam Newton, man. The dude is so elusive, and he has a nice deep pass, man. Just a couple of those deep passes he was throwing last night. They look pretty, super pretty. Like it's very impressive. I could see now why the Giants were trying to draft this kid, and why they try to make a push. But hey, man, Bo Nix, I think he's in a Peyton's offense, Sean Payton's offense. He's gonna start flourishing pretty soon. He's a rook. I mean, he is like 27, I think, at this time. So I know he's not like 24. He's pretty old now, but I think he's the second best. I think he's the second best quarterback. But I really think Caleb Williams is a dub for him. He's not gonna have 3,000 yards, not this season.
Well, yeah, I mean, he's got 2 touchdowns, 4 interceptions, 630 yards passing. Not horrible, but he's had some moments, and he's had some moments on the other side as well. I agree. I think Jaden Daniels looks very well. It looks very good. I do think one thing that can be said here, it can cover this whole argument, is just that, like, just because you can do something doesn't necessarily mean that you should. You know what I mean? So it's like, yeah, sure. You can tell your 10-year-old to go, ride to the grocery store and go get some milk. But should you do that? Probably not. Like, it's not a good idea. You know what I mean? Like, okay. You can give your kids candy before bedtime. But it's probably not a good idea, right? Or whatever the case may be, bro. And one thing I see, the common theme I see with these quarterbacks is with Jay Daniels, they let him ease into it. Then they started getting him a little bit more comfortable, right? And then yesterday you see a couple moments where quarterback was like, "Nah, coach, I got this. Let's go for it." And coach was like, all right, big dog, you got it. Let's see what you got. And he did well. So I agree with gradually increasing and giving more. And I feel like Caleb Williams, the way they rolled him out. And I do feel like that's why I said the organizations matter. It goes back to that. But it's similar when I saw with Justin Fields. It's yo, you guys are trying to run this fucking up-tempo offense, and you guys suck. You should probably just be doing less. You know what I mean? And I think they're just doing too much. Because the dude had some great throws. So it's how about we just do less, and then maybe we can actually slow the game down. So it's okay. So Jay Daniels has played very well, but he, what I'm saying, I don't know, man. He's he started. They're just slowly ramping him up, and you can see with Knicks, they had a little lot going on in the beginning, but they're starting to learn that same thing. They're all right, let's give you a little bit, let's get you in here, but we're not gonna make you the whole offense. Let's make things easier for you, dude. But it's tough for Caleb's, and I'm gonna say it's not just because maybe it's the coaching. It's Swift's not playing well either. I don't know if that's because of the coaching or if it's just because he's not playing well. I don't know, but it'd be nice if they would run the ball a little bit more and maybe stop running around like they got Peyton Manning back there. And admittedly, Peyton Manning didn't play well his rookie year either, if I'm not mistaken. So, I don't know. They're just doing too much, man. I think doing less is something people should try to practice. It's doing too much, man. That's what I think.
No, that's a fair assessment, Scruff. I agree with that. Less is definitely more, especially when you're a rookie quarterback. My grades are pretty simple. Obviously, I got Jaden at the top. Before last night, I would have had him probably graded at a C+. After that performance last night, though, I'm giving him a solid A. More touchdowns than incompletion. You know what I'm saying? That's extra credit right there, for being honest. But let's talk about Caleb Williams and Bo Nix. Bo Nix, I would give probably a C+ as well. Like you were saying, Scruff, they're slowly ramping him up. The Commanders obviously have a plan with Jaden Daniels, and the Broncos, Sean Payton obviously has a plan with Bo Nix. Bo Nix is slowly starting to master that offense, and the more he understands it and the more they can run and get deeper in that playbook, the better that Broncos offense will look. And I think the Broncos down the road could be something special with Bo Nix. As far as the Bears and Caleb Williams, I'm not as panicked as everybody else. It hasn't looked good at all through the first 3 games. I think they're lucky that they even won that first one. That was off the strength of the defense. But what's his name? Keenan Allen hasn't played much. They haven't really had much of a run game. Once they start implementing stuff like that, and they see what these other teams are doing with their rookie quarterbacks, and they start to execute a plan and don't just say, Caleb, run around and make a play, because this isn't USC. You know what I mean? You're not playing against that level, that caliber of teams. And to be honest, what was he, 8-5 this last season? So, running around and doing all that fancy stuff doesn't really get the job done. Caleb's got to stay within the game plan, hit the receivers that come open. But the way to do all that is to keep the game plan simple and make it less complicated. And once he gets in the rhythm, it doesn't have to run around and do all that extra stuff that everyone gave him so much love for. Then we'll actually start to see the Bears more how the Commanders look. Because I definitely think Caleb Williams, unlike G, he's not a bust. I think he's going to be a very good quarterback, and I think we'll see that this year.
No, we're not.
Bro, I think we'll definitely see that once he gets Keenan Allen back in that lineup.
And you know what? I'll give you guys this much credit, right? You guys didn't bring it up, but he does not have an offensive line. And that's also the reason why they're not even running the ball. It's literally the main reason why they can't run the ball. And he doesn't have enough. He's not giving himself.
I mean, look.
You're right, G.
Bro, the defenses are making it simple on him, bro. They're just all right, man. We know who his favorite target. Keep somebody a little shallow behind him, and just everybody hold your man together.
Right, G.
Well, the reason I don't give the O line as an excuse is because of the point Scruff made earlier. It goes to coaching and having a plan. The Commanders do not have a good offensive line, or not a strong collection of offensive linemen. We rotated left tackles last night. We have a third round draft pick that played inside, and now he's playing left tackle. So the Commanders didn't go out there with a strong offensive line. What they did was they had a game plan, run the ball, run RPOs that holds the defense. So what we saw last night was a defense that was expecting more runs, and we held them with play action and RPOs, which gave Jaden Daniels a chance to tear them apart like he did. The coaching staff of the Bears needs to do something similar with Caleb Williams and actually give him the opportunity to pick apart a defense.
You know what helped
You
the
know what kind of
Commanders
teams
last
run
night?
that kind of plays? Teams with a decent offensive line. Because if your offensive line ain't strong enough just to hold the run, how the fuck you gonna be making those kind of plays?
Yeah, but the smart thing with the Commanders did yesterday, they ran a lot of read options. And I thought they did it very well. And I think Jaden Daniels has a very good eye when it comes to discerning when's the right time to keep it or pass it to the running back. So, like, when you have a guy that can run the ball, it gives you that extra threat. It creates almost like an extra offensive lineman, like, in a sense, because it's like
Right.
you can kind of see where the defense is breaking. You can be looking at it, you say, okay, because you're gonna read. You have that read defender. You know what I'm saying? You see that defender, you're gonna see what that defender's doing, and then you could decide which way you want to get that. So you wouldn't go with this side and let the running back take it. Or what Jalen Daniels a couple times did was he faked the move and then whoop, he kept it. And just because he read properly, he was able to get the joint downfield. A lot of times he was untouched, right? And it's not to say the offensive line was great, because if the running back would have kept the ball, he would have got clobbered. You know what I'm saying? But it was, it's a read option. It creates that. They're not running that with Caleb Williams. They're running straight shotgun with him. You know what I'm saying? The man running out of shotgun, like, feel me? Blue 42. You feel me? He getting scrambles, but they're not doing any design runs like that. They're not doing no off. They're not doing no RPOs. You feel me? They're not doing read options. They're not doing stuff like that. I think stuff like that is helpful. And while Caleb comes from like a more pro style offense, you would say, but like I think like to that degree, it's slowing it down a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Jaden, the new style offenses is this RPO. You feel me? Read option stuff, and I feel like that's coming more from the college game, and I think that's why Jaden Daniels is doing so well, because they're doing stuff that he did in college.
And that's why the O-line doesn't need to be as strong. If you're going to run a more pro-style offense, you do need that O-line to stand up and be a little bit stronger.
There, you got to drop back and pass. You feel me? You doing like
Right.
7-step drops. Like, okay.
There's one thing you guys are not saying. I said it already. You guys just alluded, right? Jaden Daniels played in a conference where defense mattered. He had to learn how to read defenses. Caleb Williams played in a conference that defense does not exist whatsoever. The Pac-10 has never been known for any incredible defenses. And the one time he played a decent school in Notre Dame, he was fucking getting swallowed, paused by that defense. He does not know how to read an NFL defense. And I think that's his mistake. And then I think that's also what makes Jaden Daniels a lot better. He came in knowing how to read defenses, and then he gets the so-called, what's his offensive coordinator, the coach, the QB guru.
Kingsbury. I think the Commanders and the Broncos did a better job setting up their rookies. I forget the Bears OC, but look, right now they just got to get it together. What they've done the first 3 weeks hasn't been working. They got to get back to the drawing board and
they coach still Matt
something
Nagy?
better for.
Yeah, I think so.
Eberflus, I think, is the head coach.
Eberflus, there you go.
Eberflus, my bad.
Yeah, he's the head coach.
He reminds me of Matt Nagy for some reason.
He's lucky to be there. I mean, the rumors are that if the Commanders have a strong season on offense and Kingsbury gets head coaching offers, that the Bears are gonna get rid of Eberflus and try to scoop up Kingsbury and get him back with Caleb Williams, because that's another
Honestly,
thing too.
That's a good move.
That's a bad move.
Bo Nix with Sean Payton. You want a rookie QB with a strong offensive friendly OC or head coach, and that's not really what the Bears have right now.
No,
Yeah,
but
I agree.
If I was Kingsbury, I wouldn't leave. He experienced what it is to be a head coach. He's not good at that. There's certain coaches that are good as coordinators and coaches that could be developed to be a head coach. In Kingsbury, he's not that kind of guy. I don't think you could give him a second chance, even if it is Caleb Williams. I don't think he'll do that to himself.
You know, I was watching some college football this weekend, and I saw your boy, Rome's boy, Eric Bieniemy, out there on the sideline of UCLA. I was like, man, how the mighty have fallen. Yeah, he's in UCLA now. He's the offensive coordinator there.
Oh wow, how is he?
They're not doing that.
I mean, I know they don't got a lot of good prospects over there, but like any decent receivers coming out of there?
They're not doing that well. They lost to USC.
Go figure.
All right, let's keep it pushing. Last topic. A'ja Wilson. She won her third straight MVP. How big of a deal is this? And for you guys, what do you think? A'ja Wilson winning her third MVP. Rome, start with you.
Man, I think it was very well deserved, man. And to three-peat is crazy, bro. First of all, we talk sports all the time, man. To do that in any sport is absolutely insane, whether it be a championship or an MVP. Because you know how MVPs work, especially with the voters. Oftentimes they get sick of you, right? Or they say, oh, like we're not gonna vote for you again this year just because you keep winning it every year. But I think with this one, they just kept it honest. Like she was the best player in women's basketball, and I know a lot of people might want to debate that, but there's really not much to debate. A'ja Wilson was by far the best player in my opinion. So I think it's well deserved, and to three-peat, I think she should be. She needs to be pushed as one of the top tier athletes. I want to see her in more commercials, more endorsements, all that. The WNBA needs to, do what they can to put her in the spotlight, because that's a rare thing to get 3 MVPs all in a row. If I'm not so.
Yeah, man. I'm a big fan of A'ja Wilson. I think she's doing the thing, top of the game. I also like the way she's a funny girl, man. Funny girl. She got a sense of humor. You know what I'm saying? She be making little jokes. You know what I'm saying? She be honest. She was drunk at that podium that one year. That was fun as hell. She be making them little jokes. The little jokes be funny for me because it's like she'd be Yeah, I mean, and apparently she was out celebrating with my man Bam in the bio. Shout out Bam. G man, what's your thoughts on A'ja Wilson winning her third MVP?
I'm hearing comparisons of her to LeBron James. I'm hearing she's that kind of dominant person right now. And if you are gonna try to push her, she should start doing NBA commentation, like with and be there like on those days when Shaq and those guys aren't commentating for her, and then she could be one of the fill-ins, even for ESPN. But that's another good way to try to promote her. And damn, I didn't know it was 3 in a row. God damn.
Yeah, I don't know if she wouldn't do that.
In vain, but damn.
Yeah, I don't know if that's what she want to do. If she want to do the commentating thing, I think she just right now on beast mode.
No, because if you think about it, right, and if they end up winning again, because I know they're like back-to-back championships with the Aces, right? Because I know they won last year. I can't remember they won the year before or the year before that. I know they're already like on a little run right now. But
bro, winning 3 in a row that's literally only reserved for GOATs. Like I'm talking Michael Jordan, Magic Johnson.
The Aces have won the last 2.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So hit this one,
if they win it this year, there would be 3 in a row, 3 MVPs in a row, 3 chips in a row. Which honestly, admittedly, that's not even LeBron. That's not even Jordan. That's actually probably, arguably, that's one of the more historic 3-year runs if anyone's ever had in their career. I don't know if that's ever been done. I don't know if it's ever been done. I don't know if that's ever been done. 3-time MVP, 3-time champion in the same seasons. Like typically, it's just not done in the same seasons. Like to have
No,
an MVP
facts.
season and have a championship is amazing, but to do it 3 times in a row is domination, world domination, bro. World
You know what
domination.
sucks about this era is that the press print is over with. You know, like magazines. This is like where someone like this should be in magazine covers. Being like ESPN, Sports Illustrated, being those kind of covers, so like, you know, by newsstands, because there's still newsstands. Everybody, if you're in the city, you're always gonna find a newsstand somewhere. Or
Bro,
like if you
she
still got, and if you still have a subscription to something, like, you know, just to see her face, that would be a great way to. It sucks that this is happening now, because all you do is have is social media. But if you're really not if your algorithm don't put you in these places, you're not really looking out for these athletes, unless you're like liking certain sports. But damn, if only the press print was still out there for her, yo, she'll be a star. She'll be a global star. Because she's not ugly neither. Because not for nothing, not to sound sexist, but you know, sex appeal does matter.
She cute. She all right.
I mean
But
she's
that's what I'm
She's a beautiful
saying.
woman.
This is something like,
she
yo,
got the cover for the 2K25, the WNBA edition.
oh, how about Wheaties? She needs to be in the cover of Wheaties. You know, you're a real athlete when you're in the covers of Wheaties. All your favorite athletes when you were a kid, even when you were a kid, you always looked at, damn, I wanted to be in front of the Wheaties box.
Nah, honestly, bro, I want to see a lot more Asia Wilson. I mean that. Like this is incredible. Like I feel like the way
Oh,
that we
that's
just laid that
super.
out was one of the best ways to lay that out, bro. If they win the chip this season, bro, like I genuinely want to know if another athlete has accomplished something like that. I mean, we're talking like Serena Williams levels of domination, bro. Like that's crazy to me. And I know there's other stars in WNBA right now that are bringing more attention to it, and yada yada yada. But like, if we're talking about actual on the court, like playing and not putting anybody else down, like she's her.
So there are players that have multiple of each, but I don't know if they've ever done them in the same year. Last time an NBA player did it was Steph Curry one time, just won championship MVP in the same year.
Which is
But
impressive by itself. You know what I'm saying? To be
Y'all want to
MVP
hear
and to win
the
chip is
stats
crazy.
so far? So she's averaging over 26.9 points a game. She's second in rebounds with 11.9. Her assists are that, but in steals, she's averaging 1.8, and in blocks, 2.6. Wow. She is a problem.
Yeah, nah, that's crazy. Walking double.
And
Yeah.
she's averaging the fourth most minutes playing per game with 34.4 minutes. Wow.
you know, the only thing that can stop her is Bam Adebayo, legitimately. Like I don't mean that in like a like basketball sense. Like I mean like the only thing that can stop her is pregnancy.
I guess. And we're gonna go there with it, yeah. But if motherhood
I'm
is
serious,
calling,
dude. Like if she gets,
motherhood is calling, yes.
if she get pregnant, that's the only thing that can derail this, bro. Like for real. You know,
Wow,
and she be
this
saying a lot
is
of freaky
super
shit
impressive.
on the interviews and shit. So she better chill out. She better chill out. So stop grabbing all them balls and shit. All right, man. Anyway, so like I say, if she wins 3, they win it this year. That's uncharted territory. WNBA playoffs, I think, are underway. The Aces are in
she's one of the
it.
greatest athletes of our time, bro. Like I feel
No,
like she's got to definitely get
Absolutely,
that's
promoted.
the truth.
absolutely. Aces are actually playing right now.
Yep.
So you know they're in game 2 of that series. Looks like they lead the series 1-0 right now. So they'll be looks like they up right now too in the fourth quarter. So if I think that's the best of 3, they'll be advancing to the
Bro, y'all want to hear
semifinals.
stat lines for tonight? She has 24 points, 13 rebounds, 2 assists, and 2 blocks. Wow.
Yeah, she's cooking right now.
Wow.
Yeah, man.
She's a fucking truth. Wow. I know we've been talking a lot about Caitlin Clark when it comes to the WNBA, but wow, she's the truth. By far.
Definitely. Definitely the best player in the league. Definitely, if they win it this year, possibly the most dominant run in sports by any player. But yeah, so let's see what happens, man. We're gonna keep a close eye on that. We'll be talking about that for sure in the upcoming weeks. Looks like the semifinals or best of 5, and then the finals. So yeah, over the next few weeks, we'll be talking about that for sure. All right, man. Any closing thoughts before we end this show, fellas?
It's about to be the postseason. We're around the way for some good old baseball to the what you guys call it, the casual watchers. It's the best time. It's the best time in sports, man. And look at Ohtani's, man. He's killing it over there for the Dodgers. I'm impressed.
That's my final thought. Ohtani over Judge.
Man, fuck out of
50
here, man.
and 50, baby.
Hey, listen, man, I hope that fucking stupid ass hat behind you catches on fire right now as we speak.
Ohtani over Judge. Let's get it.
Shit. See, this is why we call you guys the commies, man. We knew, man. Listen, man.
Hey, man, it's okay. You know, you guys have the second best player in baseball, and that's impressive. You should be happy. You should be happy.
The best player in baseball, hands down. Ohtani's scared this year to pitch against Judge. He wants to wait now to the postseason talking about he's gonna go pitch. Fuck out of here. Smack dingers out that motherfucker.
Hey, is Judge gonna go pitch? Oh, that's right. He does. He's not a two-way player.
Well, how good of a pitcher was he? He was a decent.
Hey, bro, who's got more home runs? They're about even.
No,
and Ohtani's breaking records with the 50 and 50.
What are you talking about?
Hey,
we can get a baseball podcast going.
This wasn't on the John, but y'all see how LeBron tried to predict y'all see how LeBron tried to predict try to say he predicted Diddy's arrest. Y'all seen that?
Nah, yo, is he being serious?
No, but I don't know if this is for real or not. I gotta verify. But I see some Jordan. He was like,
don't say that.
Nah, for real though. He was like, yo, man, I was just listening. He was like, I was just listening to No More Money, More Problems earlier. And I was just thinking, damn, it'd be crazy if Diddy got arrested today. And then damn, he just got arrested. You know how LeBron be lying and shit.
Like shit, damn. LeBron here dirty macking and shit. Damn, that's crazy.
Yeah, I heard he said he predicted it. He said he just felt like he said he had a weird look, it's out here. Oh nah, it's NBA Centel. They got me.
Hey, where I'm from, if you predict somebody getting arrested, you snitching, bro. So you can't be predicting no arrest. It'd be funny if so and so got arrested today. Like, nigga, who the fuck is you?
Yeah, it was a parody account, but still funny. All right, fellas. Good show, man. Everybody, you know what I'm saying? You know where to find us every Tuesday. You feel me right here on YouTube. Tap in with us.
Hold on. Before we head out, right, guys? A couple parlays, man. Who you guys are feeling, man? Before we head out, man, who you guys got this week?
Nobody.
You see.
I haven't looked at it yet, man. I haven't looked at it yet, man. We all in the same pick 'em. I ain't giving you picks.
I don't give a fuck what you got going on in your life over there. Listen, Commanders versus Cardinals is at 50.5 total. Go with the over on that. Neither of those teams believe in defenses, and clearly Jaden Daniels doesn't mind running and slinging the ball. Pause.
Hey, here's a little parlay for you.
Take the under.
I'll give you a parlay for that game. Take the over. Take anytime touchdown Kyler Murray, anytime touchdown Jaden Daniels.
Ooh, I like that. And take the 6 on Dallas, man, to beat the Giants this Thursday night. I said it here first, man. The Giants are gonna lose. I see Dallas covering that. I'm gonna be sad this weekend, but fuck it, that's life.
I don't know, man. Giants might be the Cowboys might be on upset alert. I think that one might be a little closer than people think.
Nah, I don't think so, man. I'm not gonna do it to myself.
Where is it in New York?
Yeah, I'm trying to get out of work early. I already requested an 8-hour day. If you know what I'm talking about, Rome.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. if you was in my center, you would be getting out. Trust that. I don't do that shit.
Yeah, I want my 8-hour day.
All right, fellas. It's been a good show. You know how we end every show, man.